All right, what's up, everybody? This wonderful Tuesday night. Let's go tap in with your man. We back for another edition. It's been 2 weeks. Fedtime with O. Y'all ready for Fedtime with O? This is being brought to you by my wonderful brother Hanik, man. Brother called me today, man, down in Tennessee, man. I'm so happy for the brother's success, and we was chopping it up. And checking on brothers we did time with and all that, and certain brother's name came up, and this brother is gonna be the main protagonist in this edition of Fedtime with O. So it was just why I said, yeah, that'll be a perfect second to, Fedtime with O. Alright, I see y'all in here, man. What's up? You already know, hit that like, subscribe button, man, on the iCast, my YouTube channel. Stop playing with me, man. 380, 20 subscribers from 400, man. I only need 500. It's about to go down. Well, let's get right into it, man. I got to get the trade, man. This yen, the Japanese market open at 7 o'clock. Check this out, man. This Fedtime, all right? I know y'all so enamored with prison life, and y'all know my story. Y'all know I did 20 years in federal prison. I don't like to harp on it. I don't glorify it. Ain't no glory about that shit. But y'all know I did 20 years in the feds, returned back 2015, and I got plenty of Fed stories, and, some inspirational, some shake your head, some sad, some brutal. And the reality of prison is all of those things wrapped into one. But like I said, talking to my brother Hanik today, this certain brother name came up, And so this is what Fedtime tonight will always going to be about, this brother, man. He shall remain nameless because, once you hear the story play out, it really doesn't matter. But listen, as y'all know, man, I've been Muslim over 30 years. Over 30 years. And in federal prison, in certain jails, I was the imam. I was chosen to lead the whole Muslim congregation body, all the brothers there, which was a wonderful honor. I was extremely humble. That's not something that you look to do. If brothers entrust you to speak for them to the administration, that they'll listen to your leadership. Because listen, in Islam, we have a leadership, man. You just don't have the imam who gives the khutbahs and the speeches. The imam deals with the administration. We have a security apparatus, force, what have you. The word sharif in Arabic, it means one who governs and protects, and that's where the English word sheriff comes from. So a brother named Sharif, that's what Sharif is in Arabic. So we have a Sharif team that handles situations in prison, because situations go down now. You in here with thousands of men from all over the world. That's the one thing about federal prison. People don't understand the Bureau of Prisons, the BOP. That's a whole different animal than going to state prison. And I'm not here to get on here, what's rougher, what's tough. Dudes want to debate. That's some cornball shit. You can get killed anyway. You can get killed in a county jail. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just want to let you know, those of us, unfortunately, that have done federal time, and, it's a whole different animal, man. I had cellies from Sri Lanka. You know what Sri Lanka is? I had cellies from Kathmandu. That's over in Nepal, beside India. I had cellies from I had a South African cellie. I had an Australian cellie. I had Jamaican cellies. The feds lock up people from all over the world. So it ain't no state game where if you locked up in New York, most of everybody there is from New York, or they caught their case in New York. You locked up in Virginia, most of the people caught their cases in Virginia, whether they from Virginia or not. So that's going to be the overwhelming majority of any prison you go to in state. In the feds, it don't matter if you go to a federal joint in Kentucky, a federal joint in Texas, you're going to be there with people from all over the world, along with all the gangs, Mexican Mafia, Dirty White Boys, Aryan Brotherhood, BGF Black Gorilla Family, Yeah, so, prison, it's not for the lighthearted. Let me tell you that, first and foremost. So being the imam, of the Muslims, anything that's brought to me, I have to do a thorough investigation. I have to take 2 witnesses along with myself. That way, won't nothing get mistranslated or nothing. This is an Islamic principle. When we investigate a situation, we just don't go off, I'm going to go see what's going on, and I'm going to take 2 other people with me. Assalamu alaikum, Sticky Dude. What's up? There go one of my cellies right there. Florida's finest. Hey, I love you, boy. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Getting them cribs up there out in KY, man. But listen, so being the imam, you gotta regulate things and, you know, keep everything in the core, because like I always tell people, prison is a microcosm of the world. Meaning what goes on in the world, that's going on in prison. Gambling goes on in prison. You know what I'm saying? Drugs go on in prison. Prostitution going. Yeah, that's the real ugly side. Yeah, ain't nothing but men in there. So you figure you put one and one together, who getting prostituted? You know, murder, all that stuff going on. Murder, assaults. I mean, think about it. You got thousands of dudes with 1,000,000 fucking years, literally. Some dudes got elbow. That's what an elbow, when we said elbow, the elbow is life. I had a celly that had life, man. Shout out to my man, Perry Holly, man. Hey, wonderful brother, man. You always in my heart, man. I hope something gets overturned, man, and you can get up off that life sentence, man. Great motherfucking guy, man. One of my cellies had life. So I wasn't even talking about that 20 years I had. That puts that in perspective. That's how prison life is in the feds. Ain't nobody there with 1 and 2 years like in the state. You know what I'm saying? The least time you gonna get in there is 5 fucking years. And that's just for possession of a firearm if you ain't got no drugs, man. So, you know, we can sniff out dudes. If you got a little bit of time, we already know you're a rat, you're a chomo, and we gonna pack you out anyway. So getting back, being the imam. Brothers entrust me to keep the Muslim community in order. The warden entrust me. If something goes down with a Muslim, say a Muslim in a blood fight on the yard, the warden's going to call me to the lieutenant office and want to know, yo, was that a hit? What's going on? What was it over? Because if you got 400 bloods in the jail and you got 500 Muslims, what you think going to pop off? This is the reality of federal prison. All that other glamorized shit y'all been watching, Oz, and, you know what I'm saying, Orange is the New Black. You know, Orange is the New Black was kind of cool. That was set in the federal prison, Danbury. But listen, man, TV is no comparison to reality. So back to the story, man. Fedtime with O. I'm the imam, you know, so like I said, anything come happen with a Muslim, it comes to my table. So we get this report that a brother, a certain individual, is participating in homosexual activities. Yeah, you already know, Sticky, you already know. I'm going to tell him, you know, we had a report that a brother was participating in homosexual activities. So you already know this is heavy to my heart. It breaks my heart when, you know, when I see Muslim brothers do the acts of the Qarmalut. The acts of the Qarmalut is the people of Lot. You know, they was known for their homosexuality. Why do you think the town was called Sodom? Sodom and Gomorrah. What do you get from Sodom? Sodomy. The crime was sodomy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all know what sodomy is. Oral or anal. We ain't going to get, and that's all we need. I don't get too graphic. And that prison shit is cornball. But you need to understand what I'm saying with the story. So I get the report that the brother is engaging in these type of activities. So as the imam, you know, I got to go handle this because, listen, if the rest of the compound see that, oh, man, the Muslims got homosexuals in their ranks and members, no. You could be one or the other. That's one thing we always told brothers, man, when we sat down and met them when they came into prison. Whatever you are, brother, whatever you claim to be, rep that. Don't say you Muslim and then on Friday on the regular, you hanging with all the bloods, man. You know, we used to call them brothers bloodlums. Nah, you ain't no bloodlum, man. You either blood or you Muslim. You Crip or you folks. You GD or whatever it is you claiming to be. But yeah, so when we found out the brother was messing with a homosexual, hey, what did I tell you? We got to go investigate. I got to take 2 witnesses. So I'm like, oh, man, I'm already in the law library. Being an imam, I have a very busy schedule. You know, it's akin to being, if you think what a pastor schedule is, but imam, I got to give that speech every Friday or delegate somebody to give it that's capable of giving it, that can speak Arabic as well as English. You have to say part of the speech in Arabic. You know, this is a prerequisite. So now I got to cut this short because now I got to go investigate reports of a brother messing with a homosexual. All right, and let me tell you something. That's the quickest way to get killed in prison besides gambling, debts, and drugs. You know, that's how sick prison is. Them dudes don't play over them boys. That's how mentally deranged they are. They don't play over them boys, man. So I go get my Sharif, you know what I'm saying, wonderful brother, you know, get another Muslim of good standing, and we roll down to talk to this homosexual. You know, we arranged, said we'd like to speak to you. And so we went out on the rec yard early in the morning doing breakfast. Breakfast is from 6 to 7. You got an hour. You know, if you want to go in there and eat some breakfast, you got an hour. Get up, brush your teeth, pray, whatever your little schedule is. But that child hall closes at 7. All right, so instead of us going to child, I think I went and got some grapefruit. But anyway, this was a pressing matter. This, you know, when you hear stuff like this, just like anything that involves the Muslim in prison, you got to respond to it promptly. So, like I said, me and the two brothers, we go down on the rec yard. We spin the track with the homosexual, and, you know, we didn't have to get into graphics and details. We just had to ascertain, was it in fact true or not? And you know, I hear what this individual told me. The two other brothers hear it, you know? Yeah, okay, yeah, the brother, yes, we are engaging, you know, midnight, whatever they do. Not my thing. I'm Muslim through and through. I'm the imam, so bam. After the individual told us that the so-called Muslim brother was engaging in carnal activities with him. That's all we needed to know. Is he going to get hurt? I don't want to. Don't worry about none of that. This Islam, this ain't got nothing to do with you. You did your duty. We did our due diligence. You have confirmed and corroborated that you and this individual that's supposed to be part of the Muslim community are engaging in sexual activities. That's not uncommon in prison, guys. I mean, wake up. But I'm telling you, it's uncommon with the Muslims. We don't play that shit. You know, what y'all do is what y'all do, but we don't play that, man. You know, so boom. After we get that, you know, down on breakfast, you know, I tell the brothers thank you, you know, and then we get together with the core members of the Muslim community, the imam, the majalis. These are terms y'all probably don't know nothing about, but you know, majalis is your shura council. They advise you on decisions. There's no person that just runs a whole in Islam. You know, I mean, the imam is just who's supposed to be respected, and he's the leader head. He's the one that goes out front, talks to the administration and all that. But I rely on consultation from my brothers. That's how we come to a consensus on something. So, you know, after we had our consultation agreements, you know, this is a term y'all probably never heard. Now you got to run a joke up top. So y'all don't know these slang words and all. Hey, stick. They don't know none of this. That's when you got to run a joker up top. And run them up top means you tell a brother, listen, you got to noon to pack your shit and go to the hole, the shoe, segregated housing unit, the box. You know, because if you don't, it's going to be pound town. And not the pound town you was doing with that homosexual. The Muslims going to stomp your ass out, man. Yeah, that's the reality of prison. You know, so yeah, so I mean, we pulled up on the brother. You know, he tried to deny it, and we was like, yo, brother. Not even brother, yo, dude has confirmed it. All this you doing, this, that, and the third, man. Listen, ain't no grown man gonna say he having sex with a so-called Muslim, and you just for, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you know, people can lie on you, but listen, we had gotten reports leading up to this from other individuals in the housing unit where this was going on, saying, yo, man, you might need to check on one of your Muslim brothers, man. He be creeping late at night, man. Joker look like Danny Glover. No, you know what I'm saying? That's even sick. I don't give a fuck what the homo look. Homo gonna look like J-Lo. A man's a fucking man. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what the Muslims do, man. You know, so anyway, he tries to sit there, oh, no, brother, we didn't already talk to the individual this morning. You got to 12 o'clock, noon. Go to your cell, pack your shit, go to the shoe. And administration know what going up top is. They know that keeps the killings down, and that keeps the assault and the beef down on the compound. You know, they don't sit there like when a joker go in and check in, it's called a check-in. Y'all understand that term? Yeah, run a joke up top is the same as you checking into the hole. You tell them at the hole, I can't be on the compound. I got problems. And it's the administration and the CO's correctional officer's job to place you in administrative segregation. That's called administrative segregation. You got punitive segregation when you done whip somebody's ass or something, y'all done got in a fight or you done got caught with contraband. That's punitive segregation. Administrative is when you just come there with your bag. Yo, I got to get in here, man. They on my ass. And dude tried to say he's going, but you know, he took his little sweet time. But let me tell you, when you got brothers that ain't never going home, and this ain't ha ha he, this is real shit. When you got brothers that ain't never going home, and that's brothers that got life sentences, them elbows. They in the law library every day fighting. They ain't like we give up. I was in the law library every day, and I had 20 years. That's just a rite of passage, man. You fight. You know, if you're a warrior, you fight. You don't go to fucking prison and just lay down and play spades and watch BET. Nah, man. You go in there and you become what you're destined to be, man. Now you got all this unmitigated time. I had 20 years. Why shouldn't I know another language? Why shouldn't I know Arabic? You know, why shouldn't I know how to day trade and all that? You know, I had 20 years to figure this shit out, man. You know, so, you know, he was playing games and all that. And we got brothers with that elbow that will stomp your ass out. We gonna put this well, I ain't got my joint here, but we had the little Scully. So I got a Scully somewhere. I ain't got a Scully. I wish I had a Scully, but we'll put that Scully down. Just like Dumb Donald on Fat Albert. If y'all too young to remember the Fat Albert cartoon, Dumb Donald used to wear the hat pulled down with the eye. You know, we'll put that motherfucking Scully down with the eyes out. And let me tell you something. When the COs see them big beards and 4 or 5 brothers coming in that housing unit at 6 in the morning, the CO gonna get the fuck out the way. He know what's about to go down. So, you know, brother played that game. But long story short, he checked in before noon. He checked in before noon, man. You know what I'm saying? To save himself some embarrassment, because we would have dealt with him accordingly. I ain't gonna say we would have killed the brother. No, we ain't in it to do that. But we gonna send a strong message that, you know, this ain't to be tired. We don't play with our religion. We don't play with the deen of Islam. You know, y'all can do what y'all want. We have rules, instruction, and protocol, man, that Allah Almighty God sent down to us 1,400 years ago. And they don't bend or break. So, you know, if you want to go deal with the homosexual, we don't say you can't. We just say go be with the homosexuals. Don't come don't come to our service with the kufi on and salam alaikum. Nah. We don't play them games. Nah. We not two-faced it. So, you know, the brother checked in. Yeah. He knew he had to check in, and that's what a check-in is. You know what I'm saying? If you do something that's reprehensible, you owe $5,000 on the compound, man. Niggas gonna kill you. You in there with Italian mobsters and crooked politicians, man. People ain't playing no fucking games with you. So, yeah, you owe money, you gonna check in. You mess with homosexuals and you trying to claim to be, you ain't even got to be Muslim. If you with the homies and you dealing with a homosexual, then another dude dealing with the homosexual, now y'all got beef. And your homie's like, nah, nigga, we not rocking with that. You know what I'm saying? Nigga want to stab you. Now he going to stab me because I'm walking the yard with you because you want to go put your thing in somebody's butt. Nah, go over there, man. Go way over there. So, you know, in this edition of Fedtime with O, you know, you got introduced to a brother that was messing with a homosexual and he got checked in. And the reason why I wanted to share this specific story, like I said earlier before I started, my brother Hanif called me today from Cashville, Tennessee, man, and he's the brother that I just described that we checked in. That brother that was messing with a homosexual, we know he wasn't no brother, couldn't have been Muslim. That same brother, Hanif told me today, they caught him in Philadelphia with a 6-7-year-old girl. Yeah, now this brother over 50 years old now. So he out in the street. And I already know how them Philly brothers going to handle him, as they should. You know, if you don't protect them babies and the elderly, then you know what I'm saying, you're not humane. You're not humane. How the fuck you live in a world, in a country where you protect goddamn animals more than humans? And I love animals. I'm a dog lover, but that's what I mean by how shit is unbalanced. If you're going to protect Rover, you need to protect your grandmother. You need to protect your child, man. You know, that defines a society, man. So, yeah, this same brother, this same joker that we checked up top in federal prison 15 years ago. I've been out 9 years, so this was 12, 13 years ago. That same joker got caught in Philadelphia with a little girl. And I hope they crush him. You know what I'm saying? Fisa be Allah, man. You know, that's why I said, man, you can't be out here playing, you know, reindeer games, as we say, man. Playing the 52. You know, outwardly you appear to be this, but inwardly you that. You know, and there's stories of this stuff going on every day in the news. Pastors getting caught, policemen, you know, lawyers, whatever, man. You know, stop living this double life, man, because you can't never deceive Allah. You can't deceive Almighty God. He will expose you in the worst way. Don't these people get exposed? I ain't even got to mention names. They get exposed every year for being not what they are, man. So in this edition of Fedtime with O, yeah, you got to hear the story of the dude that the Muslims checked in because he was dealing with a homosexual. Yeah, and he, you know, and that's what goes on to keep down the killings and stuff. And the administration 100% agree with that. That lets them know. That lets the ward know, and and the captain know that you have control of your group. Whether you running the Bloods, the Crips, because let me tell you something, they label you all gangs in federal prison. If you got 50 jokers, oh, you're a gang. And every jail I've been in, we had 50 Muslims. Way more. You know what I'm saying? Way more. Hundreds and hundreds of Muslims. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that, man. But yeah, that keeps down the tension, you know, and keeps people from getting killed. You know, and you think that's a joke? This little tidbit I want to share before I get off this Fedtime with I just I received a call from a family friend whose son is locked up, and he just killed somebody up in, you know, I ain't gonna name the prison. It's a fed joke. He just killed somebody last week, and can you imagine getting that call as a mother saying that your son just killed somebody? But then when all the details and specifics come out, he was trying to press my friend's son, you know, trying to press him for some butt. Yeah, this prison, you wanna watch TV, or you want Fedtime with I'm just telling you the reality of calls that I take and the people that I deal with. If you think this is some play, haha, nah. That's why I tell these young kids, man, put that motherfucking pack down. Put that pack down, learn how to trade, man. Trade cryptos, trade Forex. Go get you a truck. You can get you a little 10-foot box truck and drive all over your state, man, making thousands of dollars. You don't need that pack, man, because you ain't trying to go there where I'm sitting here describing Fedtime with You ain't trying to go there. That shit ain't for the weekend. I don't never want to go back there, man. I'm glad I don't have nightmares, but I know I need to see a psychiatrist, man. If you think we done did all that fucking time and ain't got post-traumatic stress disorder, party peoples, what's up? Hey, dude, I just shouted out somebody today that was like, yo, man, that Jackson 5, what do you got is fire. And I said, yo, I got a brother up in Jersey, one of Rive Apparel. Shouted you out, man. I said, holla at him, man. He can do anything custom made, man. So, yeah, what's up, Artie? But, yeah, man. This, you know, her son, you know, and it was the dude they was fighting, and he hit the dude, and the dude fell back and hit his head on the porcelain sink in the bathroom. And anybody been in the feds, you know, them porcelain sinks. Boo, what's up, baby? What you doing? Them porcelain sinks in prison, boy, they'll cook your whole noodle. You fall in the bed, man, I'm telling you, everything in there is steel and metal. So the dude fell back and hit his head, and he died. And I was like, you know, she was a nervous wreck, and, you know, I reassured her. Being, you know, the prison consultant that I am, you know, being on 60 Days in, little reality TV star. But no, I consoled and let her know, listen, would you have rather got that call that he got killed? And dude pressed him, so I mean, he had to defend himself. And unfortunately, you're not supposed to get charged. He might get some hold time. They might take his phone or take his visiting commissary, some shit like that. But you got to defend yourself. If dude wasn't trying to get some butt, he'd still be alive now. And that's the reality of a phone call I just took this weekend. So, yeah, so, you know, even though Fedtime will always entertaining, it's meant to be, what's the word? It's meant to be, I ain't going to say study, but it's meant to be thought deeply about, like, yo, this is real deal. This ain't no, you know, I don't do Fedtime for, you know, I want. So, I mean, yeah, I want my views and all that, but I want to convey a message that's serious, man. Because, you know, the Oddcast is serious. It's our channel, for us, by us, I guess, FUBU, you know. But I'm going to talk about the stuff that ain't nobody talking about. Ain't nobody been through, or those that have been through it don't have a voice. Hey, this is what we do on the Oddcast. So, yo, until the next time, man, to the next installment of Fedtime with man, I want to thank y'all for your support. I really do, man. I mean, 380, man. I started the year with 30 subscribers on the Oddcast. D-A, Oddcast, not the. All right? Tell your friend to tell a friend, man. But, yeah, started with 30. I'm at 380, almost 400. I'm shooting for 500 by the end of the year. But, yeah, man, the feds ain't nothing to play with. That's how we run things on protocol, and that's how it's got to be done, man. So until the next time, man, on Fedtime with man, I love you. I thank you for your support. I got to get in these markets, man. Hey, Japanese yen about to go wild, man. Peace.